Hey there, Seb Frey here with a very special Sunday afternoon episode of Seb Frey TV. Guess where I am? Can you guess? I am at an open house, that's right, and at the moment there's nobody here, but I'm sure that very soon it's going to be packed, right? I had this premonition that I have about 2 minutes and 27 seconds to record some quick thoughts with you here right now. Listen, my number one thought is that yesterday I took my kid out to Little League Tryouts, right? So this AAA, there's AAA, AA, single A, farm, T-ball. He's gone through them all, and except for AAA. This is his first year at AAA, and you actually have to try out, and they have a draft, right? Like a draft pick. I must confess that I don't know really hardly anything about sports. I never really was into them as a kid growing up, and as an adult, I like going to Candlestick to Pac-Bell Park, for the live experience. That's all very fun. Like hanging out with people, but the actual, who's going to win the Super Bowl this year, or who's going to win the World Series next year? Well, I guess this year, later this year now. That's all beyond me. I really couldn't tell you. But I really had fun at the AAA tryouts because I got to spend some time with my kid. Throwing the ball around. I never had much of any of that growing up at all. Throwing a ball with dad just didn't really happen. But with my kid, we throw a fair amount of ball. I'm sure I only do a fraction of what some dads do, but I do get out there and toss the ball around. We practice some batting, pop flies, grounders, pitching. It was really good, and I was so proud of him at the actual tryout. He didn't have a flawless tryout. He certainly wasn't the alpha player. I'm sure he's not number one in the draft, but he did great. He did really awesome, and I'm super proud of the guy. And that's what I really like about Little League, right? I'm not Mr. Baseball, but I like the fact that it teaches kids about, putting the time in and getting the skills together, right? That is, I think, a really great lesson for all of us. Practice makes perfect. Of course, they say perfect practice makes perfect, right? So always have good form when you're out there hitting that baseball around, kids, and when you're pitching, make sure your form is good. I guess the same would be true at the gym or whatever it is that you're doing, right? Always try and maintain proper form. Anyway, I just wanted to share with you how proud I am of my kid at the tryouts. He did great, and I don't know what number he is in the draft. I don't know if it matters. I just hope he gets on a team with a good coach and maybe a kid or two that he already knows, and then I'd be pretty stoked. All right, well, that's it for this episode of Seb Frey TV. Like I say, I'm sure someone's going to come knocking at that door any second, so I really gotta go. But thank you so much for tuning in, and I'll yak at you again real soon.